Welcome along. We're back. It's Sunday. It's final round time, where points potentially mean prizes tomorrow, but maybe good prizes or maybe bad prizes. You just don't know what you're going to get. It is the F1 Clash pre-season testing event. Remember, Friday we released the strategy guide for this weekend. Make sure to go and check that out. Carlos Sainz, Logan Sargent, Horizon, all 25% stat boosted, and we are taking advantage of that. Let's show you. Carlos Sainz, Epic level 4, with Sergio Perez with level 6. Now, the car is cornering heavy. This is what you've got to go. It is the meta on this game, and we are running a very nice car indeed. Very happy with that at the moment. So let's bring you up to speed where we are so far, and we'll show you all the way through. Qualifying, we scored 181 points. Very, very nice round indeed. Yesterday, we had that big error in Melbourne, which you got to see, which Perez wasn't happy with at all, and he's out for revenge today. In the final round so far, we are on 177. We have dropped 11 points. We have had real players every single race so far, and as you can see, we picked up the pieces in race number 3. Now, we have dropped points in race number 4. Very tough match in Hungary, and Perez didn't want to overtake. So, or Sainz it was. But we're going to get into race 5. We have got Abu Dhabi, Austin, Imola, and Bahrain again to come in this video. So, hope you're going to enjoy it. Come along, let me know down below what score you're getting in final round, and where do you think you're going to finish. So, I want to hear 372. Looks like top 10 finish. I want to know where you're doing. Let's go. Come on. Let's cheer us on. We've got this. Or how about that? For a tough matchup to start the final round video. Yes, that is pretty difficult indeed. But you know what we like? What do we like? Well, 40 plus points. That is what we like. I will always give it my all on this account. This free-to-play, no-spend account. And showing you what is possible every single week. P9, P16, and I think we're going to have to go for a potential one-stop here, and I'm going to use SAR and SAR. I know I need race start. I don't have many apart from Rooster, but I want the tyre and the cornering. Come on. Cheer us on. You know you want to. Come on. So, right, fast start, and Perez is, he's gone for the average start, which doesn't usually help, but anyway, we're off into P5. Always get a good start usually here in Abu Dhabi. It is great for overtaking on that first lap, and we're up to P4, and Perez has now moved back into P9. He is in revenge for yesterday's antics, as Sainz gets P3, and Perez now into P8. So we can't push massively on the mediums. So what we're going to do is we're going to let us run round as we go. Oh, I'm nearly around the outside of Sergio. And now we're going to make that move into P7. Rival is pushing hard on the mediums. I'm going to let him go. Let him go, just like in a certain film, if you like it. But he's gone. And Perez is P7. The other rival is P12. So what we might do is we'll either go medium, or we'll go medium hard and use all of the power unit on that final stint. That is the potential that we have got as we try and get past Hamilton. The problem we have at the moment is both of these cars are very close together. That means double stack territory. Yes, we don't want that. So we're going to try and get past Hamilton. We've got about 5% tyres that we can use to help push and create the gap, whilst also getting power unit on Perez. So we'll go into the hairpin. We should be able to get Sainz up the inside here. And we do. And that is a lovely move as we move into P2. Perez, 75% on that power unit. We'll either go medium or hard. I'll decide late on that one. A late call, but will it be the right one or will it be the wrong one? That's going to be the key to everything. But we come round the final corners, and the Carlos Sainz out front is going to be very hard to catch today, but he's going to be doing a one-stop as well, which makes it a little bit more harder for us to try and beat him. Perez has got decent tyres, to be fair, so I might just run mediums again and just see how I can tack. As we take the lead here in Abu Dhabi, Carlos Sainz into the lead. Now, what is the gap out front? It is 6.5 seconds. That should be enough to get in for a pit stop. All four wheels changed. and maybe a few Smarties or energy boosts for Sainz as he comes in. So, Carlos Sainz will come in. Hopefully Perez doesn't go into the Red Bull box. We need you more than ever, Perez. Come on. And we've jumped the rival. We were ahead anyway, so we haven't nearly jumped him. But, I mean, rival goes hard. That gives us a chance here. Perez is going to come out, hopefully ahead of the Mercedes. We're going to push initially to get past the Red Bull at the hairpin. So here he comes. Past Max Verstappen. Oh, that's going to feel good for Perez. Oh, straight past Max. Boom. And we are taking full effect of this Carlos Sainz 25% boost because he is a man on a mission. Can we get past the other Carlos Sainz? At the minute, no. Come on, Perez. Find the overtake button. Find the overtake button. We'll get a screenshot because it's a failure. We're into P3. Carlos Sainz being a bit stubborn there. Not letting us past at all, but we've lost a bit of ground. And it's going to be the hard tyre of the rival that we've got to catch in P2. We can see a little rain icon on the way, though. Don't think it's going to bother us. But the wet stuff could spice up the race. Rival is pushing. That's why he's disappeared now. And it's going to be very hard. I would take 46 points every single day of the week. But we will see. 50% as we cross the line. That's why we can't push too much. And we're definitely not going to be getting into the wet stuff here. Rival is out of power unit. But that's going to be pretty hard to try and catch. Especially with tyres being limited. Can we do it though? We're not a million miles away. Well, to be quite frank, we're about 6.5 seconds. Maybe we're just too far. But this should still be a great effort in this race. We can just see that bright green car of the rival now just skating off into the distance. Even if we run out of tyres, we should be fine towards the last few corners. And we're just going to push and close the gap a little bit. Maybe we can just sneak it out. And maybe just grab it. We're going to give it our all here. We told you we're going to give it our all. We always do. And now Perez is flying. But will his tyres last? 9%. We can see the rival ahead of us. We're going to try a last corner dive. It is going to be a last corner dive on 4% tyres. Here he comes. Sergio Perez. Come on. Whoa. Sergio, the magician. Oh. Checo. 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 Checo, 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 Checo. Oh, the excitement. Oh, jeez, the excitement. As Checo Perez comes out in P2. Look at that for a rival. We overcome that bot with power. Come on. Well, should we get the next race started? I think we're pretty hyped up now. So, let's move on. Let's see if we can continue the absolute excitement here on the free-to-play account. I mean, you don't get this with a main account. You don't get this when you spend on the game. You get this when you have to work goddamn hard to try and get your results. But we have got a perfect start to this video. And again, we are well behind Carlos Sainz P8, Perez P14. Now, we are going to just do SAR again. Reason I'm going SAR is I could use Frost, but I want to take the extra cornering to make us even faster. What I'll probably do is actually go Perez on Frost. I think that will take the risk. Can we go again? If you enjoyed that first race, make sure to hit the like button because that was a beauty and a bouter. And let's see what we can do here at the United States of America as we go to COTA. And already, Carlos Sainz is through into the lead. What has happened to our account? Jesus, we are flying. And Perez is already up to P7 from the back. That is great. And he's going to go and do what Checo Perez does best and absolutely mess up that corner. He's going to make us work a little bit harder for them positions. He moves up to P8 now. We've got the rival pushing ahead because the bot does boost. And now we've got double Red Bull blocking Perez. Can we get through one of these cars? Or maybe even two. As here goes Perez letting Verstappen by. And, Perez gets past Perez. Bet you didn't think you'd ever hear that in F1. Hamilton and Verstappen going at it again, but we're just going to probably try and save some power unit. And it looks like Hamilton is actually on the hard tyres here, as Fernando sniffs some danger. So we are going to use the power unit, and we're going to get through into P6. So down the straight again we go. In a decent position here, but it's a long way to go. And there's a long way to go when you've got a train of cars sitting right behind you who are eager beaver for your points. Sainz will pit at the end of this lap. It's been a brilliant start for Carlos Sainz. And Perez has got a lot of cars in front, especially that annoying Dutchman for Perez, Max Verstappen, as he gets nearly past his Spaniard Sainz. Can he get through now? Yeah. Oh no, here comes Alonso. It's a double span. Oh, we've been Spanish teamed. We got absolutely Spanished. Come on, Perez. Come on. Up to P5. We are working hard here. Working hard. What can we do? Carlos Sainz already coming out of the pits. Into P2. Absolutely epic from him. Perez P5 now. Just trying to gain some power unit. And he'll be back quick on the softs towards the end of this. It's going to be a fight to the finish. It is the rival who is out in P1 at the moment. So it's going to be very difficult to absolutely catch him. Can we continue this improvement? No. Come on. We need the points. We need that top 20 finish again. It's going to be tough, but we've got to. We're in the mix each week for a top 20, top 25 champs finish. That'll do for me on this account all day long. As Checo now comes in for his pit stop. Team will be buzzed by the last race. Surely a nice stop here. And it's a 4.39. Maybe I wish we can improve our pit crew. But we're back out. We're back out in P8. Sainz leads comfortably. He is a man on a flyer. Carlos Sainz at 25%. Absolutely buzzing for him. Can we get past Lewis? Yes, we can. Up to P7. We're going to have tyres to play with in this race because we've got on Frost. Max Verstappen and Russell going together. We'll take P5. Come on, Checo. Come on. There's P4 and P3 pitting as well. You know what that means? We're into P3. We have got one rival ahead, but he's got full power unit boostage to come as well. So it looks like it's going to potentially be a P3 and a P1 finish here in Austin with 1.5 laps to go. You can see the rival just out of shot there, pushing as well. So we're going to get the win. I don't think we're going to get any more than P3 because we're not going to be able to live with that full power usage of the rival, even on the soft tyres. We'll just keep checking. I mean, Sainz is clear. He is clear. He's clearer than a freshly wiped windscreen. Don't know what you thought I was going to say there, but windscreen. I'm going to keep it clean. Come on, let's get... This is buzzing start. I hope you're enjoying it. This is a phenomenal start here. Sainz is going to come home taking victory. Perez is closing. I don't think it's going to be as dramatic as it was in Austin. But, I mean, we're certainly trying, but the rival's got enough gap on us this time. You can see him just out the corner there, Carlos Sainz. We're not going to be able to catch him. It is going to be, though, a P1 finish for Mr. Sainz, with Perez coming home in a very solid P1 and P3. Let's go. 46 points. That is exactly what we needed. A 47, a 46. Come on. We are in the points, and we are on the charge here as we move and look towards round 7. So let's see what the rival was running first, though. We're at 36 points for that rival. I think it was a bot. 1403 for the rival it was, as you saw on the loading screen originally. And it was a level 5 Sainz and a level 8 Leclerc. And a decent setup as well. So it's real player time in race number 7. We're heading off to Imola, a very difficult track. And now if it rains, we are going to be in trouble because everybody does a 4 wet. And we are going to feel the heat, I can assure you of that. But let's see, it's dry in the qualifying. What's it going to be like in the race, though? 8 and 16, that's pretty much where we're starting all the time. Oh, no. It's wet. So, I'm using Sar again. Because I can push more with the tyres if I use Sar. That's what I'm going to need. This is going to be carnage. Everyone, apart from like one car, will be pitting on lap 4. This is going to be a wet nightmare that I never thought was going to be possible. But here we go. Imola, race 7. Can we get a good start? We're not going to, because we're not going to use race start boosts. We are taking tyre advantage. Rival use frost. Now, that's going to help him, but I want to take the cornering, as you know. I prefer to take cornering and be faster in the race than faster on the first lap. It's not a bad start, though, as Carlos Sainz comes through the pack, and he's already chasing down P4. And look at that. He's making moves here. Perez now as well. We're going to just take a screenshot for a bit of fun and a thumbnail as we go racing, and we are looking for a move past Hamilton. P3 for Carlos, and already Perez has moved himself up to P11. We will take that so far. So it's going to be tough. We might gain some positions. We might lose some positions in the pits, as Carlos Sainz potentially is going backwards a little bit, but we'll get him through Hamilton. Can we get him past the rival as well? Not quite. It's the Aston Martin who's slowing people up at the moment. And rival on frost. So that's initiated. Race start is done on that boost. It is just now obviously tyre management that's going to help that frost boost. But we are in P3. That's good. We've got to work on, really, Perez. It's going to be wet for the whole race here as well. So we're just going to try and leave him on medium. We're going to close the gap to Max Verstappen as we move into P2. Carlos Sainz, a beast. And now Perez is on the back of Leclerc, who gets past Alonso. And now we're on the back of Carlos Sainz. We're going to try and push past here. And maybe we can just create a bit of a gap. It's right behind the Ferrari gearbox. And now we are through the Ferrari gearbox. Not literally, but enough through that we can take the lead of the race. Perez into P10 past Fernando. And we are now chasing hard. No power unit left, though. That is the problem. And we've got Sainz trying to close down on Sainz. What can we do? Can we get 40 points? It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough here. But now we will boost Sainz. Try and give him a bit of clear air. Everybody is about to come into the pits. This is going to be absolutely carnage here. So we're going to see what we can do. Maybe Perez can get lucky in the pits. But everyone's going to slow down. We've got a little bit of gap behind. Maybe a second or two. That could help us get ahead and not lose too many positions. Remember, we don't have a massive pit stop advantage. We're quite slow in the pits. 2 cars go round. Norris and Sainz. Perez comes out P8. He has made ground. So they would surely run out of tyres on this lap. I mean, they are absolutely stretching them strategies unbelievably. And they are now both out of tyres. So they're just going to struggle at the end of the lap. And especially Norris. But, I mean, Sainz should take the lead. It's a very strong 5 lap from them two at the front. And Sainz is in the lead. The Ferrari just coming back out of the pits now. And so is Lando Norris. But we're going to move ahead, I think, here. Or are we? Is pit exit going to cause us problems? No, we're into P6. So solid work. Solid work. We have got ahead of us the rival who just goes past Lewis Hamilton. It will be great to get rid of that, basically, Mercedes from this season and move into Ferrari next. But let's see. As we go through, we're into P5. That is great work. We're going to keep boosting because there's not only so much we can do here. We've got to watch the tyres as well. 52% as we try and close the gap. Can we get any higher in this race? Sainz looks clear. Perez is closing. This is where our SAR plus 25 cornering really comes in. You can see it's just catching the rival. So we could have the rival here if we can do it. Because they are obviously... Frost isn't great in the race after lap 1. Yes, it gives you tyres. It doesn't give you any performance on your car. So we are starting lap 8 and we are starting lap 8 in the lead. Perez starting it now. Now we're going to trigger Perez to have a blast. Can he get P4 off the rival? Rival is pushing as well. But here comes Perez up to P4. He is flying out there at the moment. We've got to watch tyres. They are at a premium. But we are now chasing down Carlos Sainz. Another thriller in Imola. Can we get past? No, we can't. Now we're out of power unit. Can we keep pushing, though? We are going to push. We are going to take Carlos Sainz on the last corner. Checo Perez is a man on a mission today. He takes P3. Come on, Checo. Checo. He has never been loved as much from the outside of Mexico as I love him today. Come on. So, 4-4s for everybody apart from Sainz and Norris, who did the 5-3. You can see level 4 and level 8 Leclerc for the rival. And the car, very good again. We're seeing more people now using this heavy cornering setup, and it does work absolutely. But that was a very good win. 46 points moving on to the last race. So here we go. The final race of what has been the most energetic and exciting free-to-play video that I can remember, because we have been on fire. Sergio Perez has been a man on a mission after yesterday. We fired him up, we gave him a kick on the right cheek, and he is smashing it. But can he continue that trend? That is key. We are going mediums, and I'm going to... Why change if it's not broke? SAR again for Perez. Come on, let's finish very strong. Come on, Perez. You've got one last race in you. You know you have. You're driving for your seat, my man. And we are away and racing here in Bahrain for the last race. And here comes Checo into P8 already. He is a beast today. Who's got the 25% boost? Carlos Sainz. But it doesn't look like it, because Perez is a man on a mission. He is into P8. We've got Sainz into P3 and now Perez into P7. Is that surely Perez under the helmet and it's not Max Verstappen? I mean, somebody needs to go and do a check on that after the race. FIA is surely going to be intervening and checking as we go down the straight for the first time after completing lap 1. Carlos Sainz under a bit of pressure from the Ferraris. He's a sandwich in the Ferrari. And is he going to move past? No, he's not at the moment. Remember, we've got max time management pretty much here. As again, we go battling for the lead. And Carlos Sainz is going to take that lead into there. Great move into P1. Perez, P7. But we've got to watch the double stack here. We don't want to, as here comes Perez. Oh, Perez thinking about it. He is absolutely as confident as I have ever seen Checo Perez here. He is. I want to give you, if you've watched this far, I want you to comment down below. Checo is on fire. If you have simply watched this all the way to here, comment below. Checo is on fire, because he deserves some recognition. That is for sure. Leclerc still chasing hard. Perez into turn 10 we go, and he's through into turn 10. And P6 is now Checo's. Come on, Checo. Can you get even higher? I'm in love with you today. You can have my children. I mean, I haven't got any children, but you get the point I'm making there. Come on. Sainz. P1. Comfortable. Here comes a battle out front. We're going to try and join in with Perez, because Perez is on fire. And here we go. We're going to zoom in nicely as we try and make a move. This man is on fire. We didn't do that very well, but it doesn't matter. P2 for Checo. Now, we just got to manage this, surely. Can we? Could we do it? Our best ever score with only one boosted driver? Let's give it a go. Sainz is in. No double stacking round here. We are focused. We are ready for points destruction. As Sainz comes out into the lead. Checo Perez comes out. Where does he sit? Surely get ahead of Russell here with the pit exit. Yes, P8. We are now flying 37 degrees on the temperature. That's what we've got to watch out for, though. It's getting hot, hot, hot. And not just in Checo's helmet, as he's constantly being aggressive. I have never seen such domination from the back of the grid since Lewis Hamilton in Brazil. I mean, there's levels to their games. But we've got 3 laps to go. I mean, back down to 21 degrees very quickly. So, I mean, 37 degrees down to 21. That is like living in the UK. It changes that easily and that quickly sometimes. But Perez is now chasing down Perez in P3. We have got 2 hard tyres to catch with decent laps remaining, 2 laps. So, if we just let the focus on, we will give Perez the overtake button. It's Checo time. It is Checo time. This final round, as now we're going to have to probably just try and move a little bit further, a little bit faster, if we want to close down. But it is definitely Checo's day today, as he gets past nice and easily into P3. And we have now got that Scuderia Scarlet Red Ferrari in sight of Charles Leclerc. Can we finish the job with an absolutely unbelievable final 4 races in final round? Surely we are not that far away. Surely this season we can potentially snatch a top 10 position again. But here we go on Charles Leclerc. And now we are pushing. Charles gets great traction out of the corner of turn 1. And now we try and focus up. But here we go again on Charles Leclerc. And Perez is into P2. Checo's on fire. Come on, Checo, you've got it. Don't try singing at home, folks, because as you can tell, it's not very good. But I don't care, because what a round this has been on the free-to-play account. Boom! Every race, a blast. We have worked our socks off for that score. Rival is left behind massively as they come home in P6 and what's looking like P19 as the temperature up here starts to increase again. But that doesn't matter. That is just the flames coming off Perez. That's why it's so hot out there. Wow. What a round from Checo and Sainz. You can see there, 47 points. Let's just quickly show you level 4 and level 7 for Verstappen for the rival. And a very balanced setup. Obviously, a lot of improvements to be made on that setup if they watch me. I tell them. I might as well do a game of let's review your car setup. But let's first of all take a look at how we have done in this final round. And I am very, very happy. As you can tell, we're smiling. The missus don't say that happens very often, but it clearly happens now. This is what I needed as we hit form. We are P5 at the moment. We are not going to stay there. We are going to fall quite dramatically because at this season it is very, very busy and very competitive in here, Series 11. But what an end with these videos. Abu Dhabi was an absolute blast. Austin we did well at as well. We did good in Abu Dhabi and we finished off with a stunning Bahrain race. It was phenomenal. We take 363 and apart from actually race 4, we were there or thereabouts for a 47 every single race. Just a bad matchup in race 4, struggling to get through the field. Obviously, Hungary first corner is nightmare, you know that. But we've done it. That is our best ever score. Thank you to Carlos Sainz. Thank you to Checo Perez, who was absolutely unbelievable. And thank you for you watching at home, keeping our channel well and truly alive. Let's see tomorrow with a late reward show, which will be probably released in the evening. But a massive thank you to you all. Good luck in your round. And remember, comment below how many points you've got, where you're going to finish. And if you made it this far, Checo is on fire is the key words.